I'm Kandi Cox, and this is where we keep it fun, raw, and real, just like life and a good cup of coffee. Here we chat about faith, family, politics, adventure, and everything in between, but without the fluff. Expect laughs, real talk, and the occasional strong brew as we navigate life's messy, beautiful moments together. From deep dives into hot topics and current events to lighthearted chats with friends and family, this is a space where full truth meets everyday joy. So grab your cup of coffee or whatever's in your cup and let's get real. This is Unfiltered with Kandi, where no topic is off the table and authenticity is always on the menu. And speaking of menu, today we have a full menu, and we're going to start this first podcast. I have my girls here with me today, and we're going to get to know us. We're going to get to know who I am as a mom and who they are as my girls, because you'll see them throughout our time together. They'll be in and out of our podcast, and so I want you to get to know them, and I want you to get to know who I am. So we're going to start by introducing ourselves. So again, my name is Kandi Cox. I am a wife and a mom. We have 7 kids, and we have 4 girls and 3 boys. 3 of my girls are here with me tonight. I own an adoption agency, a domestic Christian adoption agency, and I have a ministry called Abba Charities where we work with women from all walks of life that are in crisis. So that's just a little bit about me. Madison, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Madison. I am 26 years old. I am married to my wonderful husband, Griffin. We both live in Northwest Arkansas. And I am a social media manager for Pretties and Grace, which is basically like a home decor boutique. And we also do like gifts and things. But I kind of wear a lot of hats, honestly. But my main title is social media manager. So that's me.
And you've been married for 2 years?
Yeah, we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary. So that was really cool. We got married on New Year's Eve, actually. So it was really fun, and it was a really fun wedding. Yeah.
And what does your husband do? Tell him what your husband
does. Oh, yes. My husband, he is the head baseball coach at Ecclesia College. So he coaches all the boys, and he's a young coach, but he works really hard, and they all really love him, and I'm really proud of him. So that's what he does. He's a baseball coach.
Yeah. All right, Mallory in a buggy.
My name is Mallory. I'm 25 years old. I'm a coach at Leah's Gymnastics. I have been there for, I think it's my 7th year now since I graduated from high school. So I talk to 5-year-olds about every day. And I have a boyfriend who's a head coach at the ACA school for the basketball boys team. He's 23.
So you guys have been dating a couple of years, right?
Around some 2 years.
Almost on 2 years.
Good story there.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that sometime, right? I think he's going to join me on one of my podcasts.
I think he should.
Yeah. Reed and I can talk about abortion topics, like topics all day long. So I'm looking to up tips on it.
Yeah. Well, in that case, Griffin's going to have to come on. Me and Griffin together to go on for something.
That would be a great round table discussion. Absolutely. Okay. And then we have Anne-Marie.
My name's Anne-Marie. I'm 19 years old. I'm in my last year of school. I have a skin disorder called EB.
Yeah, EB. So EB is a skin disorder, and it's a long name. It's epidermolysis bullosa. And at the epidermolysis bullosa, she has the rarest form, which is junctional Monherlet. So, and then, Anne-Marie, where do you work?
I work at the Corner Boutique in downtown Benton.
The Corner Boutique in downtown Benton. So, all right, very good. So that's a little bit about us, and we have our menu of topics tonight, and we always start with a starter. My girls and I, one of the things that we love to do is go out to eat. I would say shop, but not all of my girls like shopping. But we all love some good grub, so we all love food, okay? And so we're going to, with our starter, with our appetizer, let's talk about what your favorite movie is. What's your favorite movie and why?
I think y'all already know my answer. So, my favorite movie is High School Musical. Yes, I am 26 years old, and that is my favorite movie. But I'll tell you why. It's because that is like a childhood comfort, nostalgic movie for me. But everything about it, I just love. It's really fun. The music is great. I love the storyline, the romance, the drama. It's my comfort movie, and it always will be. So,
Down my lips for this movie.
It's like, Liz, how many musicals that we have where we're dancing in the living room and watching the High School Musical and
Out a handful. I think she goes
all the time. I still listen to the music to this day. Me and Griffin actually just watched High School Musical 3, like the other day. So, yes, it's my favorite. I love it.
I'm just a good rom-com, Sweet Home Alabama.
yeah.
I don't like the bees in it. It's just that I would come watch that on repeat.
Yeah.
It's so
Drew and I both, we lit that movie. It's
any kind of rom-coms.
yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You and I both love that movie. And your dad. Your dad loves that movie too. That's one of his favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good movie. All right. How about you, Anne-Marie?
I like the Descendants series because the romance, the songs, the dancing. Yes. Yeah.
I'll ever be breaking it down.
And we actually met Boo Boo Stewart, who is one of the characters in Descendants. We met him last year at Comic-Con in Northwest Arkansas, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
I really I think, the first week of January.
Yeah, something like that. But it was really fun. What about you, Ma?
Oh, goodness. Well, I do love Sweet Home Alabama. That is one of my favorite. And it's one that anytime it's on, your dad and I are like, let's watch that. Right. But I love, and your dad too, we love the movie It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas time is like, oh, it's in black and white.
I wouldn't like that stuff.
But okay, so this is a good one. What is your favorite family recipe? Fun fact about me, I love to cook. It's one of my it's a comfort thing for me. I love to be in the kitchen. I love having my family in the kitchen, and I love to cook. So
What does she keep telling her? Open her own restaurant.
they do. They keep telling me she could.
Really, she makes is fantastic. So,
Well, thank you.
So what's your favorite family recipe that we do, Mallory?
Hands down, steak. Whatever she puts on her steak and how she cooks it, amazing. I had not had a better steak. It's really good. But there's a secret. Can't say it.
Can't say it. Family's a recipe. But I did finally make this season up in bulk, and I put some together for you girls to take home. So
Yeah, I mean, I already tell a story. I just made steak a couple of days ago, or tried to, for me and my boyfriend. And while I was shaking it out, the whole thing just kept undone. And it is all over the steak I made. So I try to wipe off as much as I can, and it didn't really work. It still tastes great. A little too much seasoning though.
do right. So that's, oh my gosh.
no, I was going to say I actually used your seasoning the other day too when I made a steak, and it was really good. But I will say I'm not a steak person. You will not catch me ordering a steak at a restaurant, never. And I will eat my mom's steak because it's really good. So I can attest that it's fantastic. But my favorite recipe that you make is probably your salmon piccata. Says it's chicken or salmon, but I prefer salmon. Probably that was a little bit of stabbies and what. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I like your lobster scallop mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah. The lasso scab behind her.
And that might be for my birthday dinner. Yeah. That one for my birthday dinner.
I think the salmon piccata is one of my favorite meals that I make. I love salmon. Of course, I love steak and I love seafood. So I feel like somewhere, maybe really, really, really deep inside of me, there's some Italian because I got a lot of Italian dishes. Yeah. All right. So what has been your favorite trip or vacation, Anne-Marie?
To Orange Beach.
When we went to Orange Beach a couple of years ago. Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That was a good time. I would say the cruise that we had for my senior trip.
Yes.
We went to all kinds of places.
Yeah.
Had a shot at 18 years old in Mexico. Because mom's like, no. And they're like, yeah. But it was good. But I already said tequila. Yeah, we did a lot on that trip, so it was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun shit. Okay. Mine,
What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise.
exactly. Yes. Mine would hands down have to be when we went to London and Paris. That was my favorite trip. So, then went to high school for a part of my high school experience. They were doing a educational tour trip with EF Tours, and so we went to London and Paris, and that was really, really fun. I was more excited to see Paris, and it was beautiful, but when we left, I think I loved London more than I loved Paris, and I would 100% go back to London over Paris.
Yeah.
So that was my pick.
I think we both left with that same thing. London just almost felt homey. Right. It just felt homey. And I both hear Paris is like cold.
Well, I guess when we went, it was a little chilly, but I think overall for Paris, the reason why is just because I kind of felt unsafe the whole time. I was just felt like a little on edge, the whole time. But it was a beautiful place. Eiffel Tower and everything,
Yeah.
it was great. So the Palace of Versailles, the Louvre, got to see the Mona Lisa. Yeah, so that was really cool. But I would 100% go back. Was that London?
Gosh. Well, we're going to move into the main course, get to dig just a little bit deeper. Some favorite things that we've done as a family.
Ooh. Honestly, I was going to say the trip that we took a couple years ago to Orange Beach. Yeah. I think that was because we don't get to go on family vacations a whole lot. I feel like we don't do that quite often. And so we were all together, Brittany and the kids were there too. And just everyone together that whole week. I think that was one of my favorite weeks, as a family, was that vacation.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I would probably like to second that. It was a good trip.
It really was. Everybody just seemed relaxed. And you've talked about we've not gone on a lot of family trips. We have, we've had some special circumstances in our family, special needs, really having to plan things with Anne-Marie, which is not always easy because there's not always the things that she can do with her condition. And then there were, things with Corey, with his needs as well. And so having those big family trips is not something that we've always been able to do, but when we get to do them, it's always been wonderful. But that was so special to have all of us together for that. And Anne-Marie's letting me know that I missed one of our starter appetizers.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Our favorite subject in school. But before we go to that, before we backtrack, Mallory, what's your favorite thing that we've done as a family?
The beach trip. So we're all on the same page. The beach trip was wonderful. I think this is our sign that I guess we need to go on another date. It with the aliens. Yeah.
Okay, so going back up to our appetizers, because Anne-Marie let me know that I skipped it. Our favorite subject in school.
Oh, mine was art because I liked to paint and draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really liked math, but specifically I really liked algebra because, and this is why. So I have to switch to these and know why. Because it made sense in my head. Okay, so I had this algebra teacher, right? And she explained to the class why she liked algebra. And it made sense to me. I'm like, this is why I like algebra. And she said, I view algebra as a puzzle, and there is a missing piece, and you're trying to solve that missing piece. And so ever since she said that, I'm like, that's exactly what algebra it is. I just see it as a puzzle, and I'm a puzzle girl. So
Yeah.
that's why I like algebra.
You and Corey both.
Yeah, I have, I think, probably close to 20 or over 20 puzzle boxes in my closet. So
Yeah. But you as Corey both can put those things together like nobody's business. So
I was not much of a licensed school person. I was more of the athletic one in the family. But if I had to pick, I was like strangely good at chemistry
yeah.
and science.
Yeah.
So I would say those are my favorites.
Do you think maybe it was because it was so hands-on?
Probably.
Yeah.
I would say I was very much of a hands-on.
Yeah, you are very hands-on. And so, which is one of the reasons why you really excelled in sports.
Yeah.
Because it made sense to you. And I think that that's why chemistry and science and all that made sense to you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do math. Don't ask me about ish. No.
But it's funny because you and I are very much alike in that area where I excelled in those things. And I was very athletic too when I was younger. And so we really, that makes sense for both of us. So, yeah. Okay. What is something that you want to learn to do, Mallory?
Skateboard.
We know why we're down there.
Well, I haven't gotten back into it, but I tried to learn it at one point in my life, and I kept falling. And
I mean, we've had fracture press. So
yeah, although
that, yeah.
no, so that is something I would actually like to learn because it does with the phone. Yeah, I just like pull out kick flipper, whatever, like show it up. But if there's one thing like around here, if I'd like to do is maybe just get
Work how to beat the skateboard. Okay, what about you, Marie?
Probably learn to draw a lot better.
I mean, you've been working really hard on that here lately.
Yeah.
You've done some really great things, which Madison is really good at drawing and all of that. She used to sketch in the backyard. She'd bring her sketch pad out by the pool and just sit there and sketch for hours. So, oh yeah. Yeah. What's something that you want to learn to do?
To cook.
Can I just say that the fact that she says that, growing up, I'd be like, Madison, come in here, watch me, help me, get in the kitchen. She had no determination to be in there whatsoever. And now she's like, Mom, I want to learn how to cook. And when she got married, I did tell Griffin, I'm so sorry, but it's not because she wasn't around good cooking. No, it's not because she didn't have the opportunity to learn. Good luck there, buddy.
I will 100% take full responsibility, but I definitely could have learned a few recipes by the time I got married.
Also, tell a lot of recipes since I help.
Yes. Yeah, you do help in the kitchen more than I ever did. But I want to learn how to cook. I feel like I have been dabbling more into trying to cook at home. But yes, I would love to just learn how to cook. And I've also been on sourdough bread TikTok, and I would love to learn how to make sourdough bread too.
Yes,
So that would be really cool.
me too. And as a matter of fact, I just got a kit in the mail.
Oh, you did?
I did. I just got a kit in the mail that I ordered off the TikTok shop.
So there you go.
So we're going to give it a whirl. We're going to say, but let's see what we do with sourdough bread.
Okay, so.
All right.
But what about you? Did you say
With sourdough bread.
Oh, that's what, yeah, okay.
With sourdough, I'm going to learn how to do that as well. I feel like even in my late years, I'm learning how to do several things. Like I just learned how to render tallow, and I've been making my own skincare. excuse me, I've been making my own skincare, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying the benefits of that. And
I've been enjoying your beef tallow, actually.
yeah, let's get it there.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Put it off.
Yeah. So soft. I got a couple things I want to tweak on it. I'm about ready to render another batch down. I've already got my recipe as to what I'm going to do, some changes that I'm going to make, and I'm very, very excited about this next batch. But I have personally been enjoying the face beef tallow cream that I've made. So, yeah, that helped a lot. It does help a lot. You're right. Okay. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh my gosh. There's a lot. But I will say pretty much anything that has to do with the White House that we lived in Little Rock. When we lived in Little Rock, we lived in this White House. And we had a little bit of land. And it was in the woods. And so I feel like at that time, we were like the last group of kids to kind of really grow up without social media. So we still like played outside all of the time. My neighbor, Mr. Noel, would take us on these rides through like his trail in the woods, and he would have like statues and things that, we would see
at the bear cutouts, so that so or scenes of nature while you were out there.
He told you there was a well in the pond. Oh, believed it for going this time.
No. And then our other neighbor had a donkey, and we named it Uni. So just really living there was like my favorite. Just all the memories of playing outside and all that.
So we were so sad when we moved.
You were?
Yeah. When we moved there? Oh, the woods. Yeah. We would say we live in the woods. I would have to second that, which me and Madison grew up very close, like best friends. Hardly ever fight. I don't know, like we did fight. So like maybe like I reached like 9 years old, but we have never had a fight in our life before that. I don't think, but we'd always play it just like these games that the fair like super idiots. You just know that I say that. We used to play super babies and other things. We'd be out in the woods, I don't know what we were doing in the woods, but just exploring.
Beautiful freeze exploring, and had these turtles that we found.
We saw Sunshine and Archie.
Yeah, Archie and Sunshine.
And the donkey. We had these leaves. Dude, we were so, what's the word? It was such imagination.
Yeah.
The leaves that kind of like are brown and like fresh.
They was like bacon strips. So we thought we would feed the donkey these leaves because they would taste like bacon or something. I don't know. We were kidding. Okay, so yes, we would feed the donkey these leaves because they look like bacon strips. I don't know, but yeah,
I'm so glad we didn't grow up with like phones and stuff. I'm like, thank the Lord that we didn't do that because I think we had a great childhood.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think kids today miss out so much because they, the phones and the, all of the technology consume them, and they really miss out on exploring and using their imagination and being out in, outside in the woods or, whatever, and really being able to play. Really, that playtime we miss out a lot on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Mine was probably when we first got the pool.
Oh, Vasco, yeah.
When I first slammed in it before we got like the concrete.
Yeah, that was quite the memory, wasn't it? And quite the undertaking because it took forever. And our backyard looked like the folder had run off because we had to reconstruct our whole backyard, everything. Yes, and they get the pool dug out. We had a 2-tier yard, and they had to take it back. And they were making a wall, and they dug the pool out, and then it rained, and everything fell into the pool. Our neighbor behind us, their the fence fell down. Half of their yard ended up in the pool. We had to build all that back up. It was a complete mess. So yeah, it was quite the experience when you finally got to get into your pool, didn't it?
It was up to our day. And now it's not.
All right. So this should be good. What is your most, and like, you've been thinking, what's your most embarrassing moment?
I don't know about what to say it. Like, I don't know a lot to say.
I don't mind. And it probably will forever be one of my most embarrassing moments. Okay, so, basically, I had this huge crush on this guy in high school, and we were best friends. And my junior year, he had a girlfriend, and let's just say that we didn't necessarily get along, I would say. So
You and the girlfriend.
yeah, yeah. The girlfriend and I didn't necessarily get along. Plus, I was just jealous because I liked him and she was with him and I wasn't. So I would oftentimes come home and complain and, whatever. And that right there got me in trouble, okay? Running my mouth at home, okay? Because this is what happened.
Actually, you had younger brothers.
Yet. So basically, this is what happened. I was head of the prom committee in high school, and I wanted to hold a meeting at our house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had everyone come over. You know what story I'm about to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had everyone come over, and the girlfriend, they were both on the committee.
We were at a swim party.
Yeah, we were having a swim party. Dad grilled burgers and hot dogs or whatever. So they were all over, and we were getting our place to eat, and all the girls went first. The girlfriend went outside to sit down. I got my plate, and I saw that she was sitting by herself. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go join her, just be nice, make conversation, be friendly, include her. And so I went outside, and some of the other girls came, and we were all sitting, and everything's great until Aiden comes outside. He wraps his scooter. He starts riding around the pool, and he starts chanting, "You boyfriend stealer! You're a boyfriend stealer! You stole blank from blank!" And I was like, he just kept chanting, like calling her, the girlfriend, a boyfriend stealer, and that she stole the boy from me. And I was mortified. And she didn't say anything to me, but she did look at me kind of like, you gonna explain basically why is he saying that? Well, there's just no coming back from that. There's literally nothing I could say in that moment that would make it better. So all I could say was, I'm so sorry. And she didn't say a word to me. Her and the guy, they left, and I honestly didn't blame her. But that was my most embarrassing moment. And
You wanted Aiden to get a spanking.
so I wanted Garrett to be grounded for life. I wanted things to not be able to come out of his room because that was horrific.
And all I could do is laugh and go, I'm so sorry. That's what brothers do.
I didn't get laughing. I'm like, this isn't funny. This is horrible. I can't believe this is happening right now. So that's definitely my most embarrassing moment.
Okay, my most embarrassing moment, and none of them know this moment.
Oh,
That's it's knowing it to you, but I think, well, there's really no secret to it now. But me and Reed, okay, when before we started dating, we were sneaking around. Everybody didn't know that. Yeah, we were sneaking around, and we wouldn't be at each other's house because of it. So we would hang out in the car together for like hours, either like watching YouTube or whatever. And there was just one night we were parked, and we were in the back watching YouTube, and blue lights were up on us, and I was like, Reed, you go take care of it. And then he rolls the window down, and I hear Mallory, and I was like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. I was like, he's like, I can't just go to each other's house. No. Not really. It was one of my girls I coach, her dad.
Her dad?
And the next day, I coached his daughter. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do not want to see him tomorrow. I was taking either thinking about it. But no, he came the next day. He thought it was funny. He was like, you left your lights on. And I was like, oh, okay. And so the next day, I was like giving him this eye contact. I was like, and he was like, we're good. We're good. I was like, okay. But no, that was very embarrassing. For one of her dads, one of my dad's, let's see, right? And just this backseat because, can't feel it's bad. And I'm like, we should watch some videos. Like, says it was a good thing that I saw you were doing that, right? No, yes.
I don't know if I have one.
You don't know if you have a most embarrassing moment?
Yeah, I don't know if I do.
Yeah. Well, that's not actually perfect.
Do you have an embarrassing moment? I feel like you don't get embarrassed very easily, but
I don't get embarrassed very easy. I do. I don't.
I think I used to. I think I do. What?
What's so?
Well, at Madison's wedding.
What?
Oh. I know.
It's
When there was this one song on at it was either your wedding or someone else's wedding. Mom was dancing really weird, so I looked. I know really.
because I didn't like you. That was Corey. You were embarrassed.
She didn't do anything to embarrass. I embarrassed her. That was Corey's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, her.
Yeah, the boys' night saw it else and just sat down.
Okay. Well, the one thing about me is I love to have fun. So, nothing really embarrasses me. So, I don't know.
No, but I can name something that's funny that's happening.
Okay, there's it. Hey, let's go forward. We're up
Pinnacle Mountain and we're playing soccer. No.
and she ran to try to kick the ball and she just eats it. I realized I guess a bunch of teenagers. I still have a hurt shoulder to this day because I have my shoulder out of the soccer. But I was bound and determined to show y'all that I could still hang with you. So yeah, definitely can. All right, we're gonna move on to some dessert. Mm-hmm. What is the most trouble you've ever gotten in? Mallory, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll start with you. Oh my God.
Pick one.
There's so many things I've done, but I'm gonna pick the worst, I think. Which I was older, but I went through this stage of rebel, I would say, when I was going out too close, right, a few years ago. Thank God I'm not there anymore. But there was this. We have Life 360. For those who don't know, it's like you track your family, like see if they're safe, and if you get in ragged towing, So we have Life 360 on, and I thought at this moment in my life, I can trip them out of it. Like they can't see where I'm going. So it's one night, I lied and said I'm staying at someone's house, and I left like an hour and a half away. I don't even know where I was, or I do, but I can't think of it right now where I was. But I stayed at people's house, and we had church the next morning, and I wasn't there, and so I kept getting calls, and I was passed out,
Sleeping. Right.
well,
Passed out.
passed out, and then one of my friends got me on the phone with Mom, and she's obviously concerned and yelling like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm here," and she's like, "Get home now." And I would say that was probably the most trouble I got in, which was when I was older. I got in a lot of trouble when I was younger too. Like I don't know, I've always been in trouble with things.
You've always been a little bit to be on the wild side and tell you the boundaries.
Yeah, but I would say that was probably the most. Oh, also that night I was in the hospital and I didn't tell them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like I was in a hospital from an anaphylactic shock, and I didn't care, so I still went to this person's house because I really wanted to. And so I just didn't tell them I went to the hospital. And I just left all drugged up.
Yeah.
And drank. And it always made me pass out.
That's called being stupid.
Yeah.
In your early 20s.
So, yeah. So that's most of love. But
yeah. Yeah. Mom was not happy and Dad was about ready to kind of yank you up.
yeah.
How about you, Madison?
Madison does not get in trouble.
What do you tell? I rank my golden child. I refer to myself as the angel child because I truly feel like I don't get in trouble. I mean, like, you know, of course, when I was in like middle school, high school, I would get in trouble for like my attitude or whatever. But something about me is I'm a type 1 personality. I'm a rule follower. I'm not. You just look at her and that lip starts quivering.
Yes, the husband has probably gotten one spanking her in her life. Cried about it. And that felt so
I hate when people are disappointed in me, and I will do everything I can to make sure that you are not disappointed in me. And so, I just really never push the limits as far as rebellion or anything like that. So I really didn't get in trouble.
You did have an attitude as a teenager, yeah. But the one spanking that you really got from your dad was when you decided in like preschool.
Oh yeah,
like kick and bite the teacher or something like that. Yeah,
I guess those are my
but she was one of it. I bet somebody.
She did. No, she did. Your dad came in there and, I mean, he got the call and he goes in there and staked her right there at the center. So
she never got in trouble with him.
That was the one that About you, Ann?
Heartwarming for any of all my.
She has too many too.
Yeah.
Why will follow the but it is a lot big battle business and my attitude.
Yes, you can be a little bossy sometimes.
Yeah. We call her Granny.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we did call her Granny. And one of the sayings that I say to Ann, because she does mind it, she gets in everybody's business. And if you want to know what's going on in the family or where someone is, you ask Emily. And so one of the things I say to her all the time is mind the business that pays you, and this is not it. Yeah.
All right. So, what is trouble have you done?
So I was like you. I test the boundaries all the time, and I still stayed in trouble.
I'm very much other one.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of things. You look like that, act like mom.
Yeah. That is exactly correct. You are my duplicate. Yes. One of the biggest things I got in trouble for growing up, while there was so many, but one of the biggest things I got in trouble for was wearing makeup.
Wearing makeup?
Yes. I was in...
Aren't you born in the 80s?
I know. I mean, no, I wasn't born in the 80s. I wasn't alright. But yeah, I grew up in my teenage years in the 80s. But in the 7th grade, my mom did not want me wearing makeup. And so I would put makeup on and take it off on the way home from school. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And so one time I forgot to take it off.
Oh.
And she asked me about the makeup on my face. And I didn't know what she was talking. Like, it just jumped up there. Somebody made something on my face while I was on the bus. I was asleep. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, that was one of the biggest. Like, I literally got in trouble over that. So, was anything. All right. What is your favorite thing to do with me?
Shopping. I love to shop with my mom. And because when we do go shopping, we make like a whole day out of it. Yeah. Because we'll go shopping at all kinds of places. And we usually will go get something to eat.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. Mother, daughter, chit-chatting about life and whatever. So
I say that.
shopping with you is my favorite because it's just like a fun girls' day.
Yeah, I said I get that.
Yeah, it's something that we've always done, and we do. Like, we like to go to all different places. Mallory does not like to numb until...
And then when she does come shopping with us, she gives us a headache. She complains.
Well, it's not that she complains, it's that she gets overstimulated, and I feel like I need to take something to have her shopping with it.
Yeah, but I don't like it. Does like wear me out. Yeah, it's like almost like ASMR. I will fall asleep doing it. I can't stand it. Probably going to get dinner.
Yeah.
With you. I'm trying to think of other just one-on-one things because we usually just do things as family.
Mm-hmm.
But anything active, yeah, like when we go pinnacle or whatever, or anything active, because she can still do it.
I still like to hang it. I try my best to stay young.
But no, getting dinners and stuff, it's fine. Some girl guys that love dinner grown-ups.
Yeah.
Those are fine.
Yeah. Then our little facials and just sit and watch movies and just had some girl talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is one of the things that I've always loved, with this podcast, talking about keeping it raw, keeping it unfiltered, keeping it real. That's one of the things that's always been in our home, right? Where we can talk about anything. Nothing's off the table in our home. And it's always been that way where we're just real with one another. We can talk about anything and nothing is too much to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you like? You like to go shopping?
Yeah, that, and I also like doing girls' trips.
Girls trip.
Girls,
Yeah. Girls are probably some of the best.
what happens at a girls' trip stays at the girls' trip.
You got that legs, that. Exactly. I loved when Madison, when we did her trip for her wedding, the bachelorette trip, yeah. And we had the color night. Yeah, everybody had their own color that they were assigned to. So you had that color wig and that color outfit. Of course, I had pink. And you had gray. And then Madison had white. And Nandy, you had a purple. Yep. So that was really fun. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah, we looked crazy, but it was fun.
We walked in the restaurant.
Yeah, I made a TikTok comment.
we hit TikTok. Yeah.
I don't know if we still have it, but someone look it up.
What is your favorite family tradition?
Ooh, I got one.
Okay, what is your favorite family tradition?
The day after our Christmas party, well, we go and give out cookies or cupcakes or
Our ministry day, our family ministry day. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot of family traditions, I feel like, especially surrounding the holiday season.
yeah.
But I will say, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things that we do as a family every year is, our day of kindness, day of ministry. So I really like doing that. I think it's good as a family to give back to your community. So
We've been so blessed, right?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it? I was going to say something else, but I love it out there. We do the Sunday night dinners and we always ask questions, kind of like games. So it's kind of where we got the ideas from all these questions that we usually do. So we'll eat a dinner that mom cooks up that's really good, and we'll draw out this jar, just random questions, and we'll always answer, which is. It's really fun. And it changes, so it can change throughout the years.
Yeah. Because we've used the same questions throughout the years. There's 52 questions, one for each week of the year, and so we draw the questions out randomly out of the jar. We usually do 2 on Sunday nights, and they do change throughout the years, and so it's really cool. Where Aiden, everything was Batman, or, all of his answers were something like that. Yeah, Star Wars and Avengers, like everything. It didn't matter what the question was. That was his answer. And how those answers evolve over the years and change over the years.
Yeah. Because some of them are deeper questions and some of them are like more lighthearted, fun questions. So it's about variety. Yes. Yeah. It's a good variety.
Yes. So we all know Corey's answer.
Oh, no. And I have to always tell Anne, put your thinking cap on. It's time to.
Yeah, I was nervous when the podcast. Nervous how they reference.
Sure, she gave her it.
I gave her the menu ahead of time. Told her to look over the menu. But no, I do. That's one of my favorite things is our Sunday night dinners. We'll gathered around the table and sharing in a meal. I think family time around the table is so important. It's always been something that's very important in our family because you miss out so much when everybody is in all different directions. And so that one time a week to all come together, gather around the table, talk about what's been good for the week, what's been hard for the week, and then put those questions out there. And sometimes our dinners will go like 2 hours. Yeah. I mean, they go long just because we have so much to talk about, and it's just good quality time.
I also do a little bit of a recap of what we learned at church.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. We're ready to wrap up our dessert portion with who in the family are you most like?
So, answer that way. Up the zero.
I look just like my dad, and I act just like my mom.
Personality and everything is there, so yeah. Everything from the personality to the athleticism to the dyslexia to everything. So
yeah,
to food. Oh no, to find stuff. I used to tell her, Mallory, you're gonna have to marry someone rich. Your taste in food is so much like mommy. But not that I married rich by any stretch of the imagination. I can just cook it all. So
yes, I think Madison is my time of age. I did cook that for Reed.
I think I'm the only one that spends like the most time out of the girls. So
we'll hire you.
Who are you most like? Addison. See, I feel like I'm flip-flop with Mallory. I feel like I look like mom, but my personality is probably more like dad's. Well, I feel like I have maybe a good mix. I mean, personalities, but I would probably lean more towards dad, just because I'm more reserved. It takes a lot for me to come out and really show my full personality with someone. I get my anxiety. You definitely get your anxiety from dad. Yeah. So I would say, yeah, I'm probably most like dad. Okay, so.
I don't know what I'm most like. I don't know.
That's
probably bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say so. Which, by the way, is her favorite person in the world. As we've all often said, I don't even have to be in the home. It's all about dad. She is a daddy's girl through and through. She loves her daddy. Not that you girls don't love your daddy, because some of it you do, but we all know that Anne Marie is dad's princess. Yes. She is. Well, girls, do y'all have anything else that you would like to add to the menu tonight?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was that we were your first guest.
I was actually really excited when you, surprisingly, I don't know, when you texted, my first instinct was, oh, this is going to be so much fun. 100% yes. But then I did get a little nervous. But now that we've done it, I'm like, but now that we've done it, I was like, I actually really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Mom told me like yesterday or the day before that we were doing this. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's definitely something that I've wanted to do for a long time. In my work life, in my professional life, I everything's so serious, right? And then in my political life, there's so much going on that's, that I'm involved in politically. And not that those things are off the table, but, I'm much deeper than those things. And I love to have fun. Family is so important. I love, to encourage other women, to help build women up. And so we're going to have a lot of fun on this podcast. And I just want to thank you for joining us and learning a little bit about my girls and I as we launch into this podcast. We hope that you will join us again. This is Kandi Unfiltered. Catch us on all of our podcasts, on all of the sites that carry your favorite podcast. And just know that this podcast was brought to you by Abba Adoption, which is a Christian adoption agency here in the state of Arkansas. Once again, thank you for joining us.